everyone, it's your girl Brittany and I am back with another video. So just some updates to my channel, to my page, to new subscribers coming in and not knowing anything about my channel. I just decided with this new year 2021 kicking off, I wanted to kind of just transition and change this into my page. So instead of a black fairy tale, it's going to be Brittany Williams. So pretty much same content, motherhood, lifestyle, and fitness, but I do want to just kind of go into the new year starting it off with me being a little bit more consistent on that because my husband works full-time and I can't always promise that we're going to be able to record content at the rate that we need to. So with that being said, as you guys can see in the title, this video is catering to all my pregnant mommies coming in 2021, coming out of 2020. I know my due date is coming up here January 25th, and today's date is, I think, January 8th. So a lot going on in the world today, yesterday, and these first few 8 days of the new year. But you know, all the less, I'm not worried. God's got us covered. But I do want to kind of go over some things about how my pregnancy has been through coming out of 2020 and then going into 2021. Pretty much a pregnancy in 2020. That's what we're talking about here. Pregnancy in 2020. As you can see, I'm also out of breath. I am almost 38 weeks pregnant, if you can see. I have my camera tilted up a little bit, so we're not looking at belly shots today, but she's here and should be ready soon to come grace us with her presence. But yes, so 2020 pregnancy, like I said, the moral of the story is it's just different. It's a different pregnancy. You know I feel really different when this pregnancy started because there was not much you could do. There was not much you could schedule. There was just, scheduling your doctor's appointments was really, really tough. Your husband or your significant other could not accompany you. I have a 2-year-old daughter, almost 2. She's about 18, 19 months, but she couldn't come with me either. So I did switch my doctor around the 20-week mark. So at my new doctor's office, they would not allow my daughter. My previous one, they wouldn't allow my daughter either, but I'm pretty sure they were a little more lenient. But it was tough. So not only for a mother of one already, I have to find a babysitter. Not only that, I have to be prepared for my appointment, get to my appointment, figure out how I'm picking her back up. So it just made the process a lot harder. I wouldn't say, I wouldn't not suggest anyone to get pregnant because I know these rules. This is why I'm making this video, because I know these rules are still probably going to go and travel into 2021, and there's really no telling how long it's going to be to stay. But I know if you are thinking about getting pregnant, we got pregnant during quarantine. Hey, it happened. But if you are thinking about getting pregnant during this year, I would just sit down and look at how you're going to do certain things with your significant other or your husband or whoever, and get you a support system because it's going to take a team. 2019, I'm sorry, we ended up moving here to Michigan, back to Michigan. We are originally from Michigan. We grew up here. A lot of our family is here, but we needed to be around more family with babysitting needs and just being around our friends who we went to school with, our close friends, our best friends. So it gives you a little bit more of a support system here. We do have a support system where we moved from in Georgia as well, but just with schedules and time frames, it is a little bit easier to get the help here right now. So who knows what's to come for the future, but right now Michigan is our home. But yes, so with the winter being here, COVID really has just hit hard. We really felt like this pregnancy has flew by, just because we figured out we were pregnant in May, and now we're all the way to the end already. I remember, since we were in quarantine, it just seems like the same scenery over and over and over. So Like I said, doctor's appointments were pretty tough. They also are pretty quick, so they want to get you in and out because you have that mask on, the doctor has that mask on. So it kind of feels rushed. If this would have been my first child, honestly, I would have felt very uninformed about a lot of things. And that's not due to being at a certain doctor's office. That's not due to doctors not knowing, lack of knowledge, or anything like that. I'm not downing the doctors, but I will say, you know, it's got everybody in like that mode, like especially at the beginning, you know, when everything was up in the air, nobody knew what was going on, and you have these pregnant women who are coming in, and it's like, whoa, like we still need care. So you know, if you are, a big thing is if you have a lot of people that you're around and you're exposing yourself to a lot of people, you know, there is a possibility that you could not be able to go to your appointments. Excuse me, my daughter is here. This is Riley, as you guys have seen before. But yes, it can kind of affect how everything is working. Like I said, you could maybe not make it to your appointment because you have a fever and they are taking your temperature every time you go to an appointment, or you have been exposed by someone else who has went out the country and they asked you that question. Of course you want to be truthful because you don't want to put anybody at harm. So those are just some tips. Being pregnant during COVID, and with this new sense of COVID coming out and all of the new strains and things that they're finding, just stay safe. And mothers, you know best. Honestly, the biggest thing is like following your own gut. It's one of the hardest things have been having a little one and trying to get her around friends, family, without making yourself seem like the bad guy. That's been the hardest part, saying you can see her but you can't, or where have you been, do you have your mask on? We're big on masks, so the mask is not a question. So the mask has to happen in our family, our friends, and if it doesn't, then sorry, but we can't see you. So I have a lot of my friends who are current mothers and who are pregnant, and they have felt the exact same way, and it's put a lot of pressure on a lot of parents because it makes you really feel like you're the bad guy, but if something did happen, you're the first person that they're going to blame. So hey, do what's best for you, do what best works for your family, and keep everybody in mind. Now that I'm getting ready to deliver, like I said, I am almost 38 weeks coming up this weekend. Today's Friday, but coming up towards the end, getting ready for delivery and going into like dealing with COVID, I'm not really sure. I'll keep you guys posted, but I know that I'll have to wear a mask. I know that I will have to stay safe during the delivery, and the biggest part that I'm not looking forward to is having only just my husband in the delivery room. I love my husband. He did great with her delivery, Riley, but you know, I did have my mom there at the first delivery, and that really helped. My mom is a nurse. My best friend is a nurse as well, so we will be delivering at her hospital, so hopefully we can get some extra help and kind of get some extra eyes in there. But that's a bummer for me, just not being able to have that support. Like I said, you know, if you've got a huge family and you need that support in the labor and delivery room, I would just, you know, be aware that during your time in labor and delivery, you might not be able to have all of those people in there that you are used to having. So I'm getting my mind wrapped around that. I have my hospital bag packed, we have the car packed, and we have everything, you know, just catered for us too. We have babysitters set up for the little one. So that is what I would say. I would give tips to anyone who is pregnant, anyone who is delivering into 2021. Another thing would be also to do your research. Do your research on vaccines. Do your research on things that you might not want to get. I'm not having to be faced with this right now, but you know, I know there is a new vaccine that has come out, and I don't know if I would take that. You know, of course, being pregnant, I don't know what rules or regulations. I did get the flu shot because they highly recommended it, and it helps your baby when the baby is born. So I did go ahead and get that. But I had to do my research on that because with my daughter, I was really early on and they were suggesting me to get that. And I had just read too much online and it kind of freaked me out. So do your research, talk to your family, talk to your doctors, and just make sure whatever you're going to do, just have your plan, have your birthing plan, have everything just written up early. I know I have a birthing plan that is, you know, pretty much solidified with my husband and I, to just let everyone know, like, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, especially in this type of environment right now. So making sure that that does not get overlooked. But like I said, those were just a few tips. I'm not going to make it too long-winded because I am getting really short of breath, as you can see. I do have my hair braided up for delivery because I'm not going through dealing with my hair during delivery as well. But I was just coming to give you guys an update on me being pretty much 38 weeks pregnant and waiting for baby Reagan to get here so I can be a mother of 2 under 2. Comment below, I'll say hey or anything we have in common. Just let me know if you're pregnant or you're dealing with this scary season of pregnancy during COVID. Then I'm with you. We're here. You're not in it alone. There's women who have done it. There's women who are going through it and they're nervous. They don't know what's to come. But just know that your doctors have you covered and God's got you covered. All right, see you later.